everybody, and welcome to episode 198 of the Legacy Let's Play series. So, we're going to do a bunch of things today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of this stuff that we got out of the trial chambers and kind of sort through that. And then what I want to do is kind of make a plan going forward for this series. I did a poll on YouTube and asked, do you prefer weekly episodes or would you prefer a monthly episode? And I got a fair amount of feedback. I got some people who reached out and said, you know, I really like the weekly videos and I would hate to have to wait so long. And then I got other people who said, you know, I like long videos. It's kind of comforting just to put them on and let them play while I play along or while I do chores and that sort of thing. So we're basically going to do both. So I started a new series called the Empire Let's Play, where I'm focusing very heavily on villages and villagers and that sort of thing. And that is going to be a weekly series. We're going to continue doing it every single week, and we will build that world and connect those villages and build that little empire. Now, we're also going to continue in this Legacy Let's Play world. However, I want to do that a little more deliberately. And what I mean is I want to kind of come up with a little bit more of a grand plan and then make longer episodes that come out once or twice a month. We're very late game. You know, I have multiple bases. I've built a lot of farms and things, so we have access to everything in this world, basically. We're talking about building an amusement park, so it's not like we have to worry about really anything anymore. And so that means we can work on potentially much larger and more elaborate projects. And I want to do that so that you have kind of a different format to look forward to. Some people like the, you know, adventure of building a world together, and some people like more of the building tips and redstone tricks and things like that. And so this series, the Legacy Let's Play, is going to be more about those sorts of nice-to-haves, the really fancy redstone and the improving your builds and adding to the city and things like that, where the Empire is going to be much more about the early game and just trying to survive. Now, all of that to say, we are getting pretty long in the tooth with this series here. This is episode 198. So the next two episodes, I think, are going to be kind of world tour, because there's a lot of world to tour. You know, we've got this whole area here with the base and the farms and the city and all of that. And then we have the things in between here and our next base. And then, of course, we've got the tower base, and then we went to the jungle compound. And then there's, of course, like the nether, you know, like the nether tunnels are gigantic. I could probably just spend a whole episode going through those. So there's a lot of world to get through, and I want to do that in episode 199 and episode 200. So I suppose that's what you have to look forward to there. This is an interesting block, the raw copper. What can we use that for? That's just a weird looking block. Now there are some unique things we got here, you know, some of the new pottery sherds, the density book. So we need to make sure we keep track of all that stuff so that we don't misplace it or anything. I haven't really played with the wind charges. Let's see what happens if I just jump. Huh. I don't know what happened. Did I negate my damage? Is that what happened? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Whoa. Oh, I got an advancement. That's pretty weird. Huh. That's going to take a little practice. But that's pretty fun. Fun enough that I kind of want to do a breeze farm so we can get a lot of these. How high I can go. Just about up to there? I don't know if I can keep going. That's pretty crazy. Okay, I think I'm pretty organized here. I've got some stuff to take to our end build. I've got our most valuable items here that I'm going to take with us. Got an empty, and then a couple of things that I just want to take back to some of the other bases. And I was just thinking, in this base, we don't actually have any pottery. That all kind of happened after we moved out of this base. And so that might be kind of a cool thing to add, is just a couple of clay pots real quick. One obvious place is up here in our little meeting area with the table and all of our viewers over the years. What if we put one here? Cool. And what if we put one here? Nice. So you might be able to hear the super smelter going on underneath us. I've been smelting up a bunch of smooth stone so that we can take more of that over to the end. And speaking of the end, let's run over there so we can look at some of the progress we've been making. Maybe talk through some of the plans for over there. And here we are. As you can see, this leg of the tunnel is nearing completion. So right here, we're going to have a couple of water elevators that go up to a set of the satellite portals. And haven't gotten the lights in here yet, but you can see it's much brighter as we get into this part. It's going to be a tunnel going that way, tunnel going that way. And here I've been using the end stone and these lights that are tucked behind purple glass. I want to kind of color code each of the hallways. So in this hallway, we're using purple, and we'll use different colors in different hallways. Here is the center. So we'll have a couple of elevators going up to the surface, another tunnel going down there, another tunnel going down there, and another tunnel going down this way, which we've made a little bit of progress on. So it is definitely coming along. Once we get all the tunnels in, then we'll work on the elevators that go up to the portals, and it's going to be awesome. Right here in the middle, I'm thinking I might actually go a little taller. The reason these are 2.5 tall, of course, is because the Enderman can't get down here. But I might raise this up, even though the Enderman could get down here, I might raise it up just to give us, something different to look at and to experience. So that's what's going on down here. Okay, I'm going to leave all of these materials here so when we do our next live stream, we can continue work on this project. And then once we get all of the tunnels and all of the elevators in, we're going to have, oops. So anyways, like I was saying, we've got all of these satellite portals that we can explore, and I'd like to build something out at every single one of these. So it's going to be a massive, massive project. It's going to take quite a long time, and I think it's going to be super fun. So let's head back to the tower base and put some of this stuff away. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Let's just run in here and put some of these shulker boxes down. This one, got this one, and this one. Okay, this one here. This is our most valuable stuff. So one of the things we got was the flow banner pattern, and we're keeping all of our banner patterns right here next to our little loom. So now we've got the flower charge, flow, and snout. That's pretty fun. Let's see. Armor trims, I know where those go, and then these should probably go in with our valuables. Let's fly way up in the sky. See if I can get up to where we keep our armor trims. Here we are. So in here, I've got Dune, Coast, Tide, Ward. Got a netherite template. Let's add flow to that. I do have some different armor trims over at the jungle compound as well. We might want to combine all of those. Let's see, as far as valuables, let's fly over to our valuable vault. And I timed this poorly. Okay, combination is this. Yes. All right, block of diamond, we'll put that right there. Diamond goes in there. Golden apple. Oops. What's going on here? Golden apple, golden apple. There we go. And then that's an enchanted golden apple. Nice. All right, let's lock this up real quick. Let's see, wind charges and breeze rods. Where should I keep those? And then I've got a density book as well that I need to keep track of. Let's run down to the library. We haven't been down here in a while. All right, enchanted books. Could potentially put the book there and hopefully not lose it. I don't really have any chests or anything down here. Let's do that. Density book. We're just going to put it right down here in the corner. Great. Well, let's see here. We got some other monster drops in here. What if we do a breeze specific one here? And let's grab these guys. You know, some of these I've cheated because there's only two sides that are facing us. And so I haven't used pottery sherds on every single side because we'll never see them. Here, if we do that, and then we put that one there. Cool. Okay, let's do a guster and an angler and a scrape and a snort. This one we could potentially put here. We could probably see that from all sides. Okay, that is everything put away. Awesome. Okay, last thing I want to do today is I want to run over to the Mushroom Island and develop a little bit of a plan for our amusement park. The amusement park has been on the wall of tasks for a long time, and I think it's going to be a really cool project. It'll take a while, depending on how elaborate or big we make our attractions, but I'm pretty excited to get to work on it. Go through the portal. Here we are. The big old Mushroom Island. So there's a couple things we need to do initially. One of them is kind of set up a little bit of a home base. So I'm going to get all my shulker boxes and things like that out so that we have our materials ready to go. And then I want to run around and start putting some markers as far as where we want to do some building. We might also need to clear out a lot of these mushrooms, and we definitely could use these materials. Plop that down. Okay, I've got all my shulker boxes, and these are all full of different types of materials and things like that so that we have stuff to build with. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty big project. Another thing I want to do besides having a little bit of a home base is I do want to map this place. I'd like to do a map of just the Mushroom Island, so as we start building, we can kind of keep track of how the design is coming together. For our purposes, real quick, I just want to fly over it so you can see, again, how massive this island is. It's gigantic. There's some ravines and things. And so we potentially could build a lot of stuff, or we could build some really large things, you know, as far as like amusement park rides, you know, things of that nature. Yeah, there's a lot of weird little things we'll have to contend with. But yeah, I don't have a real great grasp of, you know, the shape of the island or how things are kind of laid out. So mapping it, I think, would help with that. See, like here we have some sort of like little lagoon in the middle of it. Big old cave. Yeah, it's a big island. All right, I've got a couple of maps here. Most of my iron is over in the end, but let's see what happens if we expose this map. Okay. Let's shrink this map down just a little bit here. See what that looks like. All right, that might be a little bit more reasonable. Pop that up there. Let's see here. If I run up here and expose another map, and then we'll shrink this one down. Yeah, like I was saying, I think we're going to end up being about 5 blocks tall here, and I have no idea how wide this is going to be. But this is going to be a great map, especially once we start building rides and attractions and paths and things like that. It's going to be a really, really cool build. I'm very, very excited about it. Between episodes, I'm going to go over to the end and grab some more iron so we can make some more compasses and make some more maps, and we'll get this whole island mapped. Next episode, we're going to start our world tour, celebrating 200 episodes in the Legacy Let's Play. And then episode 200 will hopefully conclude our world tour, and I'll try and be as thorough as I possibly can be. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, hit join down below. It only costs 99 cents and it really helps me out. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.